Hi everyone, welcome to our wellness video. For today, I would like to ask you, what do you usually feel after eating a meal? Do you feel sluggish, tired, sleepy, feeling bloated or gassy? Probably there's something wrong with not just the food, but how you eat your meal. It is because we have these principles of food combination that there are certain foods that require certain digestive environment for them to digest properly and to have a proper digestion. I am such a believer of good digestion is the key to the well-being of our body. So there are some foods that are not just calories. I know food is an energy, food is calorie, but also food is a message to the brain, message to the body that there are certain enzymes, hormones that will be affected once we ingest our food. That's why we have to be very careful on choosing what type of food are we going to eat, because it is the message to our brain to stimulate all those functions, hormones, enzymes that is needed to break down and digest that food for our optimal absorption. So if we are not digesting and absorbing the food properly, we will end up with this gassy, bloated, and also malabsorption, which leads to nutritional deficiency. So here are the 5 principles of food combination. First is, do not eat your protein together with starch, which is this two type of macronutrients needs different digestive environment. Think of protein as the acid environment. It needs digestive enzyme that requires acid because it takes more time to digest, which is the protein is 2 to 3 hours needed to digest it properly and absorb. Whereas when we can say the alkaline environment is for the carbohydrates. It needs an alkaline environment and enzymes to properly digest and absorb all of those starchy carbohydrates, such as potatoes, rice, quinoa, and all of those starchy vegetables that is really needed to digest with an alkaline environment. So for example, if you have steak and you have potatoes, one is acid, which is the protein, the other one is alkaline, which is the carbohydrate. It neutralizes that environment in our digestion, which cause with a slow digestion and slow absorption of those food. And with that effect, it will cause us bloating, and it will um, our digestion will work double time. So instead of digesting all those nutrients, it end up slowly digesting and absorption, and it will end up being fermented because it's not really digesting quickly as it's supposed to be. So we should at least delayed or separate our protein to our starchy carbohydrates. Second is, eat your protein or your starch with healthy fats and non-starchy vegetables. What I mean with starch is, if you are into carbohydrates such as corn, rice, brown rice, those are those starchy carbohydrates that needed to be combined with leafy vegetables because they are having this enzymes on their own. These leafy vegetables have their enzymes, and if you combine with healthy fats, it doubles up the absorption of fats of those nutrients in the leafy vegetables. So eat your healthy starch with healthy fats and non-leafy vegetables. The third is, eat your leafy or non-starchy vegetables with any macronutrients. It is because these non-starchy leafy vegetables have their own enzymes that it doesn't need an alkaline or an acidic environment in our body, and it can go along with any type of macronutrients. Simply, you can eat your protein, healthy fats, and starch with non-starchy leafy vegetables. So that is basically the principle of eating the protein, carbs, and your healthy fats for optimal absorption. Fourth is eat your fruits alone. It is because fruits have this simple sugar that is fructose, and it is fast digesting, which is like in 20 to 30 minutes it can easily digest and absorb. But if you eat it with after your meal or with a protein, it slows down and it interacts with the digestion of those protein and starch, which can cause fermentation, bloating, and indigestion. And the last one, fifth, is do not drink your water while you're eating. Or if you cannot really hold it, you can just have a sip of water while eating. It is because water dilutes all of those digestive enzymes and also the alkalinity and the acidity of the our gut, which is needed for the digestion. So if we keep drinking a lot of water while eating, we are losing those enzyme and those acidity and alkalinity that is needed. So we are not properly absorbing, and at the same time it is not properly digestion, which ends up feeling bloated, sluggish after the meal. So what are the goals of why we are having this food combination? It is important to have this proper food combination. First is to improve our digestion. It increases our levels of energy. It improves the absorption of our nutrients, and it also promotes healthy weight loss. So for today, friends, I hope you get something helpful for your nutritional lifestyle and habits. And as always, friends, I'm always sending you all the peace, love, happiness, and always stay healthy, people. Bye, everyone.